We have one of our regulars with us now, Linda Cheek from the Wilkes Chamber of Commerce, and she has brought along a very special guest with her today. Thank you guys so much for being with us on the show.
Thank you, Danielle.
Of
And
course.
He is very special. He really is. This is Louis Jariski. No, tell me again. Jarislow.
Tricky last name.
He's, it's a little different. But he's with Elkin Creek Vineyards and Winery, and he's going to talk to us today a little bit about Elkin Creek. Tell us where you are.
Thank you so much for having me. We are just at the eastern edge of Wilkes County, there closer to Elkin, and actually situated very much in the heart of the Yadkin Valley wine region. I mean, there's approximately 36, soon to be 38, maybe 39 wineries within 20 minutes driving of us, and it's really it's a very exciting area that we're really eager to share the story with everybody here in this region to know what's going on there in the Yadkin Valley.
Tell us how you got there.
Well, so it started with in 2008. There's two couples that own Elkin Creek Vineyard, and in 2008 we happened to be there for our partner's wedding. It's the place that they chose. Jennifer and Nick White are our partners, and with my wife Carrie, and they were looking for a destination wedding, and she happened to see a picture of that spot. It happens to be at the confluence of two creeks. There's the Big Elkin Creek, is what powered our grist mill on property, which I'll tell you about in a second, and the Grassy Creek. And right behind our tasting room, the Grassy Creek and the Big Elkin Creek merge into one at a very particular sort of outcrop of land. And there's a cute little arbor there, and that's sort of our premier wedding spot on the property. And she saw a picture of that and thought, we have to see this place. So they chose that spot for their wedding, and we became friends with the owner at the time who started the vineyard. And years later, unbeknownst to anybody, that's how the conversation started about taking over.
And tell us what you did before you got into the vineyard business.
So the two families, we became close as friends individually at first, and then eventually as couples. But we're very close friends for working together for many years with a company called Blue Man Group, and our time with Blue Man Group ranging from probably 12 years at the shortest, and I was with them for almost 15 years, and we did various different things with the company. But that was our background, was in the entertainment business with Blue Man Group.
I know we were talking with Terry Smith earlier, and you said you're still in the entertainment business.
Yes. Yeah, but we're farmers. We grow grapes. We make the wine, as in old world Europe. But to a certain extent, it's kind of like the entertainment business still. I mean, we're definitely meeting people, and we're in the public and talking about the region, talking about our wines.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Tell us about the amenities that are at Elkin Creek.
Sure. As I mentioned, we do a lot of weddings and events there. It's such a beautiful place, and we feel just so blessed to be there. It starts really with that grist mill. It was the first thing there. And before the grist mill was there was some type of sawmill, water-powered sawmill at that spot. That grist mill was built in 1896, and it's on the National Register of Historic Places. We're going to make it a museum eventually, and so these are some of our 3 to 5 year near-term plans, but that grist mill is still intact, and it's an amazing fixture of history. Beyond that, it's such a really beautiful place with the creeks and the vineyard there now. So we do a lot of weddings and events. Our tasting room was built originally as a restaurant, and so at this time not functioning as a restaurant, but maybe someday we'll reopen that. We cater our weddings and events from the restaurant. We also have a wood fire brick oven, so we make fresh sourdough bread every week in the wood fire oven that we sell at the tasting room with local cheese and jams from some farms near Statesville and Troutman. But every Sunday we fire up the brick oven and we make fresh wood fire pizzas from scratch. We make the dough, all fresh toppings.
Delicious.
That's our Sunday special thing. And if anybody needs an excuse to come visit, Pizza Day
Sunday afternoon
is a really good excuse. But beyond that, we also have 4 brand new cabins they're cabins on the outside. They have luxury amenities. They're very comfortable, very modern inside, almost like single-family homes. Full kitchen, fireplace, Wi-Fi, complimentary Netflix, nice sized bathroom, and each one has a private porch with a swing. And they're all on the creek, situated at a private part of the property.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How about upcoming events?
Well, besides our pizza day we do every Sunday, upcoming events, particularly we're very excited about our second annual Family Arts Festival. This is something that the arts, as you can imagine with our background, are very important to us and very important culturally and very much in the context of children growing up with outlets for expression. So our Family Arts Festival this year is on May the 31st. And we'll have, last year we did kids yoga in the morning, get everybody warmed up and stretched and having fun. And then we'll have breakout groups into arts workshops. And then after that, the thing culminates with a concert from a kids band that this year we're actually very excited to bring a well-known kids band that's traveling down from New York called Dirty Socks Fun Time Band. And we do a little concert down by the creek.
Neat.
Yeah. Besides that, we're also doing some other events like we call it. Our working title is Dinner and a Movie. We'll do a wine release dinner on Friday night, and then show a movie in our. We have a pavilion we call our Harvest Barn, and the Harvest Barn is an open-sided structure that we use for harvest time in a staging area. But we also do some events and live music. We'll show a movie there after the dinner, and then the following day, we'll do a similar kind of thing, but for families. It'll be a grill out. And probably down by the creek with the fire pit, and everybody roasts marshmallows, and then we'll do a movie, a family movie.
And this is open to anyone that wants to come?
It is, and buy tickets, and that event is on June 13th and 14th.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Tell us about the wines that you've brought today.
Yeah, well, this is a bit of a cross-section of our wines. Our vineyard, we very much have 1 foot in Italy and 1 foot in France with the grapes that we have planted at our vineyard. It's really it's a testament to the Elkin Valley. I mean, people have heard that name so much, and we feel very excited to be here at the ground floor, so to speak, maybe first or second floor. A lot of people did a lot of work before we got here, but the percolating energy of this region, people don't realize, I feel, that it is a slice of old world Europe dropped right into the middle of Western North Carolina here. The qualities of France and Italy and Spain and Germany. The 3 bullet points about the Elkin Valley particularly that I tell people when they come to a wine tasting is, first of all, our soils. They are a clay-like soil, but not like here in the mountains so much. It's a sandy clay called a loam, sandy loam, and is very much like the soil they have in Tuscany that the ancient Romans called terra rossa, the red earth. They just called it the red earth place. They didn't really know. Now with super science, we happen to know it's a very particular kind of weathered limestone with iron oxide and some heavy minerals and trace elements. But our latitude where we sit is at 36 degrees north. When you follow that across the globe, lines up with the southern tip of Sicily and crosses the southern wine regions in Spain. For North American reference, we're actually exactly in line with Monterey, California. So we're northern central coast latitude at the Elkin Valley. But lastly, our climate, our temperature and humidity averages are most similar to Bordeaux. And so a lot of our vineyard management practices in the region are modeled after Bordeaux, France, and what they do in Bordeaux, particularly because of the humidity. And so we grow French and Italian varietals, and a neighbor nearby, also in Wilkes County, grows Spanish and Portuguese, and so many different other varietals in between. So some of our wines are very reminiscent of European styles, very meal-friendly, family-friendly, sociable, and then there's some that are slightly more playful, like our soft white that's an off-dry and has a little sweetness, and it's actually made from a native grape to North America, not like the muscadine on the coast. It's actually a different family of grapes that people were making wine from in this region back to the colonies. North Carolina was actually the wine region of the United States before California,
that's right.
and this is really a rebirth of the winemaking here, not something new. Yeah.
How long has the vineyard been there?
The vineyard was planted in 2001.
Okay, I remember it's been several years.
Yeah, it was that grist mill. After it stopped functioning as a mill, which it ran for a very long time, was turned into a fine dining restaurant in the 1980s, which many people who come visit still remember. They're like, "Oh, that's the Jolly Mill. Oh man, I had the best roast duck I've ever had." And so it was a wonderful fine dining restaurant. The husband passed away, unfortunately, and his wife had it turned to a home. And the gentleman who started the vineyard bought it as his home in the 90s. And he was just living there as his home and acquired other property from neighbors and built the property out. We're about 40 acres now at this time. And cleared the hill and started the vineyard in 2001.
And it is beautiful, really beautiful.
It's a special spot. We feel very blessed.
Well, we're thankful that you're here today and telling us more about it.
Thank
We
you.
really are.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to more opportunities to go there and not only taste the wine, but do the events. It's
Yeah.
great.
And the pizza.
And the pizza
Tell
on
you what.
Sundays.
You won't be sorry. Obviously, I'm biased, so you can't believe me, but oh man, it's so good.
We'll take your word for it.
Okay.
We'll come try it out.
Well, we have other things going on, as you know, in
Of
Wilkes.
course.
So I wanted to kind of share those with you, if I could.
Definitely.
Actually, this Friday night, we have Etta Mae and the Southern Fried Chicks, and they're going to be at the Walker Center. That starts at 8 o'clock, and you can purchase your tickets online or from the box office there. And then Saturday, Benton Hall has the Artisan Market, and that's open from 10 until 2. And these are items that are made in Wilkes. There's jewelry and crafts and soaps and jellies and jams and baked goods. But that's at Benton Hall in North Wilkesboro. It's an old historical building there that's beautiful just to see, but then take advantage of the market too. And then the Wilkesboro Raceway Park, which is drag racing, opens up, and that's also March the 29th. They will operate until October the 11th, and they have races just about every Saturday night. They open at 4. They have gear jammers, funny cars, motorcycles, jet cars, and every Thursday night they have Test and Tune. And if you've never been there, you really should go because
I have to
it's
bring
a
my 5-year-old. He'll
great
freak out.
place. They have a wonderful picnic area for the kids,
Oh.
and it's just a great place for kids. And kids 10 and under get in free. That's even
There you
better.
go.
isn't it,
Perfect.
Louis?
I'm there. I'm so there.
But that starts March the 29th and runs through October, so be sure to look up Wilkesboro Raceway Park. Thursday the 3rd, we have a movie premiere in downtown North Wilkesboro at the Liberty Theater. And this film was made right there in Wilkes, so it ought to be pretty interesting to see and see what's going on. Strange Reflections is the name of the movie premiere, and it's a take on Jack the Ripper. So it starts at 7 o'clock at the Liberty Theater. On April 5th, we have the Vineyards of Swan Creek. Louis was just talking about all the vineyards. This is a spring herb celebration at Raffledini Vineyards and Winery. And they're going to have wine tastings paired with foods. Each person will leave with a signature herb. So pretty exciting. The vineyards that are participating are Dobbins Creek Vineyard, Laurel Gray, Raffledini, Shadow Springs Vineyard, and Windsor Run Cellars. There is an admission for that. Again, that's the 5th of April at 11 o'clock. On the 11th of April at 7 o'clock in the morning, early, Danielle,
Early risers.
we have the Hometown Opera. And that's right in downtown North Wilkesboro on Main Street at the Main Street Music and Loan. It's an interesting spot. A lot of locals come out. It's live music, but it's broadcasted on WKBC 800 AM radio station. Rhonda Vincent has actually been there. George Hamilton has been there. Lots of folks just kind of drop in. It's bluegrass and gospel and country music, and it lasts from 7 till 9 a.m. in the morning, Friday the 11th. And that admission is free, so go down and listen to some music. On the 12th of April, we have Take a Kid Fishing Day. And this is in Wilkesboro at Cub Creek Park. Again, kids will love it. It's free. And they stock the ponds with trout, so he's guaranteed to catch a fish. It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning and it runs till 12, and you don't have to have a fishing license that day. If you are 16 and under, I think adults do have to. But take your kid fishing. Great day. And then, of course, Merle Fest starts up April the 24th, and this runs through Sunday, April the 27th. This is a 4-day festival that opens on Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock. It is a celebration of traditional music. It includes the Americana, country, blues, rock, and many other styles. And if you haven't heard, Alan Jackson is the country western star that's going to be there Thursday night. Friday night is Oak Crow Medicine Show, and everybody knows them. They're from this area. Saturday night is Ricky Skaggs, and Sunday afternoon we have the legendary Merle Haggard. You can go online to merlefest.org and find out about the lineup and the ticket prices. I was looking at it earlier, and Duck is going to be back, and it's spelled D-U-H-K. They are a young group that is fabulous. Are you familiar with them?
I'm not.
Oh, they're fantastic.
I'll have to look them up.
They are fantastic. You would enjoy them. There's 130 artists coming and 13 stages for Merlefest. So 4 days of absolute fun. So please join us for that. Lots going on in the month of April.
Absolutely.
We're looking ready and forward to spring.
Yes, aren't we all? So excited. Hopefully by Merlefest at least it's going to be really nice
It'll
outside.
probably rain, but that's okay. You know, we
Okay,
need
bring
the
an umbrella,
rain.
come on out.
Yeah, we need the rain for the vineyards, right?
Right.
Right, not too much.
Okay.
Just
Just
enough.
enough, perfect
Yeah.
enough. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in to share with
Thank you,
us.
Danielle.
Thank you.
Tons of things going on, and the vineyard sounds fantastic. Everyone sounds like they should head out.
Thank
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys
having
so
us.
much,
Thank
and
you,
we will be
ladies.
back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.